Hey y'all, Halfmilesniper here. We're back in the garage today. It has been 130 rounds since we looked down the bore of the 6 Creedmoor. 6 Creedmoor now has 260 rounds through it. For those who thought I've been burning the barrel out doing testing, well, I've only got 260 rounds through the bore. So we are going to take a look down the bore, see how it's looking, see how the throat's looking, see how copper and whatnot's laying down in the bore. And as we saw last time out when I cleaned the 6.5 PRC, we will be using IOSO products today. And lastly, I decided my bore guide for my 308 should work just fine on the 6 Creedmoor, since the 6 Creedmoor, the 6.5 Creedmoor, and then the 308 all share the same parent case. So it doesn't fit quite as tight as I would like, but it's better than nothing. So y'all sit back, kick your feet up, enjoy the ride. Alrighty, y'all, so this is going to be first look for all of us here at 260 rounds. Mirror's still dirty from the 6.5 PRC, so let's get that cleaned up a little bit. And let's get our first look down the bore here after 130 rounds. Okay, there's the end of the bore guide. Chamber, shoulder, throat, I think that's just dirt, not actually erosion. Looks like we got a lot of carbon in there. And I suspect, like most rifles, we're going to start seeing, in this case, gilding metal as we get out towards the bore. A little bit of gilding metal there. A little more, and a lot of carbon. But based off of how the IOSO worked on the 6.5, this is going to be an easy cleanup. Wow, look how sharp the rifling is there at the crown. Very cool. Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. So, if you didn't see the 6.5 PRC scoping video here, the last one, for the first time, we started with some IOSO products. And using the IOSO triple action solution, and then their Knife-Flex bristle brush. It's kind of like a nylon brush, but stiffer. And the IOSO bore cleaner. We got the bore cleaned on the 6.5 PRC in 3 applications. I have a feeling the 6 Creedmoor here is going to be less. I doubt we'll do it in 1 application, but I don't think we'll be exceeding 3 for sure. So the way it works, we take a patch, we put a little bit of the triple action solution on, we run it through the bore, and then we turn right around and we put some of the IOSO bore cleaning paste on this really stiff brush. When I put the first brush in the 6.5 PRC, it was tight. I thought it was the wrong caliber. I suspect it's going to be the same way here. Scrub the bore with the eliminator brush, like 12 strokes, and then start punching the bore with dry clean patches till they start coming out clean. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that first application in, and I won't bore y'all with the stroking action, but I'll bring you back when we get done with the first application. We'll see how things look. So sit tight, go get yourself some more coffee, or if this is in the evening, grab yourself an adult beverage if you're of age, or if you are allowed to, depends on what the other half says, and we'll bring you right back. Okay, so we're going to take a look here after the first application of IOSO product in my 6 Creedmoor. And if you're a sharp-eyed viewer, you notice I don't have the bore guide in anymore. Well, that's because dummy me forgot that this is a 26-inch barrel with 3 inches of break. And once I put a bore guide in, the rod stops somewhere short of the muzzle. Yeah, it was a little bit of a chore getting that out, because it's not easy to back out with a jag and the, yeah, it was bad. But I got it out, took the bore guide out, and we did the first application. So let's take a look-see. Shoulder, throat. Wow. Got a little carbon to clean up. And literally just the slightest little bit of cutting right there at the throat. Hardly any at all. So let's see how the rest of it looks. Wow. Looking at this bore, I got a feeling this is going to be a 2 application process. A little bit of gilding material laid in the edges there. Still got a little carbon buildup out here towards the muzzle. Really, really nice. That cleaned up beautifully. I tell you, this IOSO stuff is all it's cracked up to be. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a second application. Bring it back. We'll take another look, and we may be done and ready to foul this bore next opportunity we get. So far, it's looking really, really good. I think the 6.5 PRC had a lot more throat erosion at 150 rounds than this does at 260. Granted, it's a bigger cartridge, a lot more powder, but it's still pretty cool. Bring y'all back in a little bit. Sit tight, get a drink, relax. It'll only be a second though. Okay, well, I just finished the second application of the IOSO product. There we go, we're in it. Where did my controls go? Standby. There we go. Okay, apparently a TikTok ad took my controls away. That's the only downside to using the free camera app here. Okay, so let's take a look. We're at the shoulder. Mind you, this is only the second application of the ISO cleaning product. That throat looks really, really good. Just a little bit of carbon back in the first few inches of bore here. Out in the middle, we're looking really, really clean. And that bore looks brand new right there. This ISO stuff works really, really good. Wow. I think we're going to leave it at that. So, we've got 260 rounds through this rifle so far. We just shot a smoking group with Varget with the gun dirty. Actually, two pretty good groups with Varget. We shot pretty good dang group with N560 and a not a too bad group with H4350. Yeah, 4350. 4350 I have 7+ pounds of. N560 I have about 2.5 pounds, and Varget I have about 1/2 pound. So these are going to be my 3 go-to powders. You want to refine 560 a little bit more. I want to refine H4350 as well. But pardon me, 560. You know, want to refine 560 a little bit more. I want to refine 4350, and I think we're pretty good. 35.3 was running about 2550. 35.9 was running just shy of 2900. They meet my requirement, good group, and less than 2900 feet per second. Trying to extend the barrel life on this, and once we get over 2,900 feet per second, barrel life diminishes rapidly. Back to the Varget real quick. Yeah, the Varget. I played with GRT, and GRT said that, well, this one here should be running 2830, and that this one should be running 2850 or 2860-ish. That was with the temperature set to 70 degrees. The day I shot it, it was about 90 degrees. Okay, so the day I shot it, it was about 90 degrees. So I came home and I played with GRT, and I changed the temperature from 70 degrees to 90 degrees. And next thing you know, the velocities were literally like 2 to 3 off from actual. So that worked out pretty darn good. So, yeah, these 3 are going to be my main powders for this. Got a little bit more to test out. Of course, viewer sent me some 112 grain Barnes match burners that I want to test out. But I've got a lot of the 109 grain Burger hybrids. So that's what I plan on shooting mostly. And we are close to ready to taking this to a match. Again, and I explained it before, my pistol competition comes first. And unfortunately, the rifle matches are overlapping with my pistol matches, so I got to hold off on the rifle match till the pistol competition's done. But then it's game on. So a little bit more testing, then I can tweak the scope in set the zero stop, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Bore looks great. I'm very pleased. I'm really happy with the IOSO product. After cleaning 2 guns with it, I can recommend the IOSO product. It's really a simple process. Just make sure you use their eliminator brush when you use the bore paste. I'm sure. I imagine you could probably get away with the bore paste on the patch, but that eliminator brush, it gets in there pretty darn good. So, yes, sir. This rifle's looking good at 260 rounds. Next time we'll look at it, we'll be pretty close to 400. So, we'll see how it keeps shooting. So the only thing I have left to do is to get the bolt wiped off. Maybe next time we clean, I'll pull the firing pin and make sure there's not any gunk in there. It's pretty clean right now. Haven't had any, what would we call it? Haven't had any blown primers or anything like that that would force junk down the firing pin hole. And let's see about getting here. Man, just run into stuff, why don't you, Mikey? Okay. Bolt is cleaned and oiled. Okay, bolt is cleaned and oiled. There we go. Very good. Oh, that's the end of my coffee, my accuracy juice this morning. Good thing I'm not shooting. And rifle's clean, bolt is clean. I am ready to get back out to the range. Won't be able to do that next weekend because we have a pistol match, state championship, and then the following weekend, I believe, is the weekend I head to New Mexico. So I don't think I'm going to have an opportunity to shoot this gun until the latter part of July now. I will take the 6.5 PRC to New Mexico with me, but I won't take this one. With all that being said, thanks for hanging with me. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that hang out and join in the premieres and the chats, and those who are watching and commenting and liking and subscribing. Thank you. Y'all make it all worth it. As always, Halfmilesniper reminding y'all, stay strapped or get clapped. Get a CCW if you need one. Carry everywhere you can. If you're in a constitutional carry state, you might get a CCW anyways. There's national reciprocity may be coming, but you know, there's not everybody that recognizes constitutional carry. And the last thing you want to do is go someplace where you can't carry a gun. But if you got a CCW and they've got reciprocity, you're good to go. Yes. I know I talk a lot sometimes. But I appreciate y'all hanging with me. And as always, Halfmilesniper reminding you, stay safe, keep shooting. We'll catch you next time.
Send it.
Hit.